So, Garrett, did you have any inkling during the week that they were going to use you for a series or two? And then when you actually start getting series behind you, what's your thought process?
Yeah, my thought process of that is always just stay ready, just so you have to get ready. So, I mean, it was nothing changed throughout the week that hadn't been changed, for the first few weeks of the season. But I just kept staying ready, staying prepared, staying locked in. And, my guys really did a great job because I didn't play all too great today. But, they did a great job, helping me out when things didn't go my way.
Did this feel like a team, just from watching film all week and then certainly as the game unfolded, that you could take advantage of and that you personally could really do well against, with them struggling so much against the run in particular?
Yeah, I think there's not too much separation when you look at our league between top and bottom. Everybody's pretty. It's just whoever's got the hot hand that day. So every game this week or this year, we've known we had a chance to go into, and our O-line played great. Brian Palindi, Traylon Davis played great. Tony, JJ, they ran the ball really, really well, and that helped us out.
And then Casey talked about how he thought maybe you guys would have put him in the middle, and then you scrambled to the outside before that kick. What was your mindset prior to that? Did that just look like a lapse, and you guys joke about that at all?
Yeah, like the play was designed to go to the left, but then I saw a hole, and I was kind of selfish of me for wanting to score the game winner. But but yeah, so luckily he made a great kick, and that's the second time this year he's done that for us in a big moment.
How much does it help you to be able to run a couple series and not just run QB draw, keeper, whatever, but execute a little bit more of the offense for you getting into the flow of things?
Yeah, I definitely think getting into a rhythm as a quarterback is huge. So, I mean, I'm just thankful to be on the field. Whether it's for a play or for a series or for the second half like it was today. I'm just blessed to play for this beautiful university in this beautiful state.
Was there a point where you started feeling that, like, man, I'm in this game, I'm in the flow now, I can make something happen?
Yeah, I think after when I got subbed in for the 2-minute drive, when there was a minute or so left, when they put me in for that, I was like, all right, they're probably gonna rock with me. And then my guys did a great job, helping me out because first real like big playing time in a big moment. They made it so much easier. Sam James, Bryce catching the fade ball in the end zone, they made it super easy on me.
Did JT say anything to you either during the game, after the game, even all week preparing together?
Yeah.
You kind of knew that you were going to probably see some time, even if not even if you didn't think you were going to take over the game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if I was going to see time or how much time or whatever, but me and JT have a great relationship to where, when he's playing well, he'll come to the sidelines, hey, what'd you see here? Oh, I saw this, that, and whatever. So we can talk about the plays. He was helping me out a lot on the sidelines, just going over looks that maybe I didn't see that he saw from the sideline.
Hey, Garrett, I think observers would probably think that halftime is maybe the change spot for a quarterback, right? Go in, talk a little bit, it's cool, go in, calm. Very different before the end of the half, I would guess. Mm-hmm. I don't give a preference, it seemed like it worked out well, but is it any different maybe going into the first half as opposed to starting the third quarter?
Yeah, I really didn't even know I was going out for the second half until right before they were about to kick the ball off. They're like, Garrett, you're hot, like, you're up. So I really didn't know. I thought that, they were going to roll with JT, but, like thankfully they picked me to lead them out there, and, our guys got the job done.
What was halftime like then?
Halftime, we were just going over what they were doing and stuff, what we liked against it, and then that was really it. And then we came out of half, and then, eventually got it done.
How have you been able to mentally handle? Obviously, you have a great relationship with JT. You may have last year with Daggy, but just mentally having to wait your turn, not fully being the starter, feeling confident in yourself, trying to improve your game. Just mentally, how have you dealt with that? Because that'd be frustrating for you.
Yeah, I think JT and Jarrett last year were there's two of some of the best prepared quarterbacks I've ever been around. They know the game plan through it and in and out. They know what they're going to do on specific downs. They know what we need to attack them with. So really just be able to sit back and observe that from kind of a distance, but kind of in the mix with them too. Between those two guys has really helped me out a lot. Just furthering my knowledge of the game and knowledge of the game plan and stuff like that.
What can you take us through that kind of busted play where you went to hand the ball off and nobody was there, and then you go and run down inside the 5?
Yeah, I was actually that was my fault. I mean, you would like for the play to end up with the running back in his hands, but no, it was just miscommunication between me and the running back, and that's on me. But it worked out.
At what point during that, I mean, did you kind of realize, you're like, oh, this is me now? You go,
Well, I was looking back there and I was holding it. And I was like, he's taking a while to get here. And I looked back, he wasn't there. I was like, oh, I gotta go do something with it. So luckily, like the seas kind of parted, and we ended up getting a pretty good play out of it.
4th and 3 on the final drive.
Yeah.
At the timeout, can you take us through what you saw in that play?
Yeah, it was just a screenplay to Bryce, and Bryce, he's 220. He's a huge guy, and if you get the ball in him, like he's falling forward for 3 yards no matter what. So I was confident in our guys and our line. I think our offensive line did a great job today. I don't know how many we rushed for, but they were mauling the guys up front, and that was something we harped on this week, was to be able to run the ball, and I think our O-line did a tremendous job of that today.
Any nerves in that last drive? I mean, you haven't played that much, and it's a game-deciding decision, situation. So, what's your thought process, your nerve process in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have had more nerves, I had less confidence in my guys. But I have the utmost confidence in everybody that was on the field with me, from Tony to Frazier to Tomas, from everybody. I have the utmost confidence in all of them that, they were going to help me get the job done, help us get the job done. So I was fully confident going into that drive.
Garrett, were you aware that they were going to call the fake punt there? I don't know what type of
What'd you say?
Fake punt. Did you have a heads up that was coming or anything? Was it quick
as soon as we came off the field, they were just like, hey, stay here. Like, we're running the fake punt. And I don't really know what scheme it was, but I know Sam James did a heck of a job and, got the first down. And then that really sparked us to, then we got back on a roll and ended up punching it in.
Do you feel like you proved anything in terms of yourself as a passer? Because I think nobody's really surprised by what you can do on the ground, but especially that touchdown to Bryce, that was a pure passer type quarterback throw, and then even beating Oklahoma of all teams, what's happening against Oklahoma for you, experience a lot, the program had to beat them.
Yeah, a lot of it comes from self-belief. Like, I've always known I'm a quarterback and I'm a passer. I was just doing whatever it took to get on the field. And, thankfully last year I was able to brought in to run the ball, but I was just happy to be on the field and be a factor in the game. And then, I feel comfortable back there. I mean, throwing to guys like KP and Bryce, who wouldn't feel comfortable throwing to them? And then Sam James made a hell of a play on like an inside fade. So I have a lot of trust in those guys that, they make my job super easy.
what did you see in terms of you, running the ball against them?
Yeah, they had a tough time stopping counter, so Graham just kept calling it. Whether it was to me or to the back or whoever was running it, they couldn't stop it. And I think that's a credit to Frazier, to Yates, to Doug, Wyatt, Tomas, all them. I mean, they were just mauling guys up front, and that's what we wanted to do this week, was to be able to run the ball.
Just ask Jazeer this, but can you watch the game-winning field goal? What are you doing on the sideline when that goes off?
Well, I tried to not watch it, and then I was like, what's taking so long? And eventually I looked back and I saw it go through, and then we were celebrating, but I didn't want to watch it. But then, the suspense got the best of me, and I ended up watching it.
Garrett, what now for you? I don't know if anything changes, but it sounds like you try to, when you say stay prepared instead of get prepared, but confidence is maybe where it's never been, the opportunity is maybe where it's never been. Can anything change for you, or does it have to be the same? Yeah,
I think that's just up to the coaches. I just do what they tell me to do, whether that's play slot receiver, come in, play quarterback, whatever. That's up to the coaches. So we're gonna enjoy this until tomorrow when we come in the building, and then tomorrow we're gonna get ready for Kansas State. So I really don't know what's gonna happen next week or any of that.
In kind of preparing to play, slot or running back, whatever, did you have to give up any quarterback reps in practice?
No, Coach Brown and Graham did a great job of kind of mixing in me running slot receiver when JT's reps were, and then also me getting my quarterback reps. So, they did a tremendous job of kind of balancing the two out to where it wasn't an issue.
Quarterbacks are supposed to have a little bit of reserve, a little bit of control. On that last drive, you had a couple of just obviously raw emotion displays. Are you not as good of a player if you can't do that, if you don't do that?
Yeah, I think that, for me, sometimes to play my best, it has to look a little gritty. And, that wasn't a perfect football game, and I left a ton of plays out there. But, my dad always said that good things happen to those who work hard. So just keep working hard, staying gritty, keep the nose to the grindstone, and then good things happen.
Okay, thank you very much.